Today we are diving into Jojo Siwa's recent rebranding and her latest single, Karma, which has stirred up quite the controversy. But before that, please make sure that you subscribe and help my channel grow because I need to buy a microphone ASAP. Yeah. So you might remember Jojo Siwa from her days on Dance Moms and her iconic larger than life hair bows. I don't know if I should call it bows or bows. Maybe it's bows. Yeah. So she used to be this colorful, energetic child star for the kids, to the kids, by the kids, and this was kind of her brand. And then she turned 18 and then came out as lesbian. Since then, I kind of sense that she's definitely gonna go down that child star to hyper pop star rebranding, and I did not expect it to be this bad. So Jojo ditched her signature bows. By the way, rest in peace to her huge pink hair bow because now she looks something like this.
I was a bad girl. Karma was a bitch.
How do you feel with so many people weighing in on the conversation? They want to have a say in the rebrand. They want to give you advice, maybe sometimes unsolicited.
It's funny because no one knows everything but like 4 people. It's all choreographed, it's all planned, and the world's only seen a little teeny tiny bit of the plan.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for them to get to see more, see what the full vision is.
Right.
Because it really does paint a picture. I wanted to make art that made people go, what? Similar to Miley Cyrus' Bangers, Britney Spears' Slave for You. That for me was very important that I brought back crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you're doing it, look at you.
So recently, Jojo has dived headfirst into a new, edgier persona, and we all know what happens when you dive headfirst into something. And that has resulted into her new single, Karma, and she has rebranded herself as a gay pop icon.
I wanted to start a new genre of music, and they said, what do you mean? And I said, well, it's called gay pop.
What the is wrong with her? Like, genuinely, that is so disrespectful. I really tried to support queer artists because I think the representation is really important. So I was gonna ignore that the song sucks, or the fact that she was saying this is her Miley Cyrus era switch, when really all she did was go from rainbow glitter to black glitter and add the word bitch into her already pop music. I was gonna not say much, but to come on here and say that you created gay pop music and blatantly disregard all of the people that came before you is insane. Like, even just artists right now, we have Chapel Roan, Renee Rapp, Muna, Fletcher, Haley Kiyoko, and that's just the few that I named off the top of my head. To disregard all of the people that paved the way for you to be able to do what you're doing and then claim that you are inventing something and creating something brand new is so disrespectful. And then she's surprised why she's like getting hate, especially from the queer community on TikTok. Babe, you can't want support from a community while also disrespecting them.
Honestly, since she's saying that she is a gay pop icon, I really want to hear what the gays think about this, because even if the gays approve of her songs, they're definitely not gonna approve of whatever she's wearing. Now, many people have drawn her comparisons to Miley Cyrus, also who went through a dramatic rebranding in 2013, shedding her Disney image for a more adult persona. However, some argue that Jojo's transformation feels more abrupt and forced, which I totally agree with.
So it turns out Jojo Siwa was not the original singer of Karma. It was actually released back in 2012 and was originally written for a very famous singer who Jojo often calls her idol, Miss Miley Cyrus. But Miley here decided she did not want the song and passed it on to Britt Smith. Here's a tweet from Britt Smith back in 2012. She said, "Big thanks to Timbaland and Rock Mafia for a great collaboration on Karma's Up." And then Miley Cyrus quote tweeted it, tagged them all and said, "Don't forget me." Here's the Vimeo from 11 years ago, proof that this song has been around for a very long time.
No wonder this song gave so much 2010 vibes. Then she is accused of stealing another song recently.
Jojo! Have you learned nothing?
Now I can't play it here, but you can search it up, and it was from this creator I remember she made the song Cinderella is Dead, and it kind of went viral in 2021 or 2022. But the song Jojo has been accused of stealing is another.
Jojo Siwa blatantly stole this TikToker song from 2022 for her new album. So here's a clip from the original. And then here's the clip of Jojo Siwa stealing the song and then claiming she wrote it about one of her exes.
Because it is about one of my exes.
Now this is the TikToker that she stole the song from, and you might be thinking, well, maybe they worked together on the song. But she responded to this in a recent comment saying, "Hi 2024 fans, I'm going to make a story time soon. I actually didn't sign off on it coming out with JoJo, not her fault. If my version gets love, I can still put it out after hers. Thanks for the support." Now I understand most artists have co-writers or ghostwriters that they work with all the time, but for Jojo Siwa to come out and say, "Hey, I made this song about one of my exes," when the song was made so long ago and you can tell that she had no creative involvement in it, is crazy.
I personally think her PR team is to blame, and the whole team that came up with this rebranding idea, because if she actually doesn't know the origin of the song, then her team is obviously to blame. Like, I believe if Jojo was this age in 2009 or 10 and she came up with all of this rebranding, like, everybody would have loved this so much, because it was just that time everybody was emo. Do you guys had that emo phase in your life? Because I did, and it was all thanks to Facebook, because I thought, okay, this is what's going on in the world, so yeah, we are all supposed to be emos because that's the cool thing. Anyway, circling back to the topic, she has been facing a lot of trolling, as you can see on TikTok.
Yeah, you're still a traitor.
And she's being criticized because Jojo simply doesn't fit into this edgier bad girl persona. Also, she's trying so hard to talk with a deeper voice. Like, why?
Dream guest on my podcast?
Dream guest on my podcast? I'd probably choose the fourth Hokage, so that we can talk about I'm gonna be the next Hokage.
And she's acting, kind of butch. I don't know.
If you could have one heaven phone call, this is a random heaven phone call, okay? Now,
I got a question. Now, if you could have one heaven phone call, and this is one random heaven phone call.
Now, don't get me wrong, I understand that rebranding is very hard for some artists. Once they become so well known for a persona or role, like Jim Parsons is always gonna be Sheldon Cooper for so many people, even if he tries on different roles. Also, Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter, he tried very hard to get out of that persona, but it wasn't happening. We can see how the child stars are always expected to keep that cute, innocent persona even if they grow up, because many of their fans are still quite young. And like what happened with Olivia Rodrigo and how much backlash she got when she stepped into a more mature persona. Take a shot every time I say persona, by the way. Now, many people are saying that this abrupt rebranding is happening because Jojo and her mom wanted to cover up this controversy. And I know it's quite bad, but I also think that her mom and the adults who are involved in this are more to be blamed than Jojo. Like, yeah, she is an adult technically now, but I don't think she holds that much authority. It's just my opinion.
That's my opinion!
Jojo, in my opinion, is still quite young and appears very confused about what to do and what not to. First of all, she needs a new PR team. And second of all, I think she would have worked well as a country singer or maybe started her career as a full-time actress.
I think the saddest thing about Jojo Siwa's whole rebrand is that it's clear that Jojo Siwa has no idea who she is. I watched Jojo Siwa's interview on Call Her Daddy, and I think what struck me about it the most is that Jojo never really got a real childhood. It's clear from a very young age it was programmed in Jojo's mind, you are a star, you're going to be a star, you're going to be famous. Jesselyn was dyeing Jojo's hair bleach blonde from 2 years old. And Jojo made it very clear in the interview that her relationship with Jesselyn is more like a manager and a client than a regular mother-daughter relationship. So when you grow up being told that you are special, you are a star, you are the center of your family, the home that your family lives in is covered in your face and was curated just customized for you. You grew up selling thousands of products with your face on them. And your success and your image and your brand is the sole income for your family. Of course she developed this sort of weird god complex, where she can say things like she invented gay pop, or comparing herself to Elton John or Freddie Mercury, or that this was the most drastic switch of any star ever. Because Jojo never got an opportunity to be a real kid. She would film and be this character where she was told to capture as much attention as possible in any way you can. It wasn't like she could get home and turn off that character. As Jojo said, she would come home and film 7 day in my lives at once. She was constantly working. So of course, now that she's 20 years old and trying to rebrand, she doesn't know how to do anything but try and get the most attention possible. She's unable to separate the Jojo Siwa character from who she authentically is. And in the interview, she even said that she's been hurt by her romantic partners in the past, saying that they like the real her more than the Jojo Siwa image. Right now, what sells is authenticity. And maybe this is authentic to Jojo Siwa, because she doesn't know how to be anything else.
I also believe that the internet is being too harsh on her. Like, yes, her rebranding is pretty much forced and cringe, but she's still quite young and she has a lot to figure out. To me, she comes off as a very confused person. Maybe because she's quite creative and very energetic. When you have those characteristics, you really don't know where to manifest all of that energy, all of that creativity, and then you always come up with a mess because it's a mixture of everything that you want to do. Also, you guys, I want to take some time to appreciate every single subscriber that I have and everybody who liked my video, who viewed my video last time. You guys are crazy. I never imagined that my channel, any video on my channel is gonna get this much views in such short amount of time. And there were many people who left so many encouraging comments in all of my videos. So thank you so much for the support, for the love, and I hope that you like my content and I don't disappoint you guys. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.